Some places don't shout for your attention, they whisper. Timor-Leste is one of those places, a name most can't even place on a map. That's its power. It's raw, real, and unfiltered. Here, the story is still being written. While the world chases trends, Timor-Leste moves to its own rhythm. It invites you to listen, to lean in, to discover stories on the sea breeze. Is it sinful? If sin is straying from the ordinary, then Timor-Leste is guilty. It's a rebellion against the predictable, a place to find life, not escape it. Here you feel the grit, the sun, and taste flavors untouched by tourism. This is a journey for the curious, for those who seek the world's hidden corners. The air is thick with salt, clove, and wood smoke. You arrive not as a tourist, but as a witness to a nation forging its identity. The roads are rough, the infrastructure developing, but the welcome is warm. Timor-Leste doesn't pander. It simply is. In its unapologetic existence, it offers a purity the modern world has forgotten. Forget your travel checklists. Timor-Leste demands engagement, a conversation, not a transaction. You come here to get a little lost, to wander, to connect. Share a coffee with a stranger, learn their story. The greatest adventures aren't in guidebooks, but in unscripted moments. The only sin here is visiting with your eyes closed. Don't miss the beauty in its glorious imperfection. This is travel at its most honest. Here, you rediscover wonder. Here, you remember why you travel at all. Welcome to Timor-Leste. If gluttony is a sin, Timor-Leste tempts you at every turn. Here, food is celebration, a ritual of sharing and gratitude. Forget fancy restaurants. The best meals are found in family kitchens and beachside fires. Every dish tells a story of history, trade and survival. The cuisine fuses Portuguese, Indonesian and ancient island flavors. The star, ikan sabuco, grilled fish marinated in tamarind, chili, garlic, ginger and turmeric, smoked over coconut husks. Served with rice, chili sambal and tukir. It's the island's soul on a plate. The gluttony extends to coffee. Organically grown, hand-picked, sun-dried and brewed strong and smooth. Sipping at roadside, you taste pride and tradition. Then there's Tuas Sabu palm wine tapped fresh from the Luntar palm. It's the countryside's social glue, shared, laughed over, and sometimes a little wild. These are indulgences, yes, but they're also communion. Here, the best things in life are simple, shared, and deeply satisfying. Every meal is a connection to the land, the sea, and each other. The flavors linger long after you leave. In Timor-Leste, gluttony is not excessive, it's appreciation. It's a celebration of life's essentials, and it's delicious. Come hungry, leave fulfilled, taste the island story, and savor every bite. In a world obsessed with speed, Timor-Leste commits the beautiful sin of sloth. But here, sloth means slowing down, not doing nothing. Time is fluid, appointments are suggestions, not deadlines. It's not disrespect, it's prioritizing the present. Island time is real, and it's liberating. Watch fishermen mend nets, women weave ties textiles. Each act unhurried, intentional. Life here values craftsmanship over speed, quality over quantity. To embrace this pace is to unlearn anxiety. On Atara Island, the soundtrack is palm leaves and children's laughter. Days are ruled by sun and tide, not schedules. Swim, eat, read, talk, repeat. It's a digital detox, a reminder of what matters. This isn't inaction, it's intentional living. Watch the sunset, have a real conversation, let moments unfold. Here, sloth is wisdom, the wisdom to let life happen. Timor-Leste demands you slow down. In surrendering to its rhythm, you find unexpected peace. The world won't end if you're late, but you might just find yourself. Here, slowing down is a radical act, and it's the best therapy you never knew you needed. Let go, breathe, live slow. If you crave untamed adventure, Timor-Leste will satisfy your wildest lust. This isn't a theme park. There are no safety nets. The sea is legendary, a superhighway for whales, dolphins, and sharks. It's one of the world's least known cetacean hotspots. To see pilot whales surface beside your boat is unforgettable. But the real magic is underwater. The reefs are pristine, vibrant, and teeming with life. Part of the Coral Triangle. A single dive reveals more species than the entire Caribbean. Coral wools drop into the abyss, schools of fish swirl, and manta rays glide by. Above water, adventure continues. Rent a 4x4, drive the coast, ford rivers, and discover untouched beaches. Every kilometre is a new vista, every village a step back in time. Buy a coconut from a roadside kid, explore at your own pace. For the truly bold, climb Mount Ramallah before dawn. Reach the summit, watch the sunrise above the clouds, and see the country spread below. It's awe in its purest form. Here, adventure is real, raw and rewarding. The only sin is not diving in. Timor-Leste is for explorers, not spectators. Come for the thrill. Stay for the wonder. Let your lust for adventure run wild. In Timor-Leste, pride isn't arrogance, it's survival. This nation has endured centuries of colonization, occupation, and war. The scars are visible in buildings and in people's eyes. But alongside the pain is a quiet, unbreakable pride. Visit the Chega exhibition, a former prison turned memorial. The stories are gut-wrenching, but necessary. The Timorese confront their past, ensuring it's never forgotten. Their pride is in rebuilding. Their hands, fierce ownership. Street art turns struggle into hope, flags fly everywhere. Talk to locals. They share stories with strength, not self-pity. They're proud of their language, culture, and resilience. Independence Day is a national celebration. Parades, music, unity. They're not defined by suffering, but by overcoming it. Pride here is a foundation, not a flaw. It's the strength that rebuilt a nation. It's a lesson in the power of the human spirit. Witness it, and you'll understand. Their pride is their greatest strength, and it's contagious. In Timor-Leste, pride is a virtue. In Timor-Leste, greed takes a new form, a hunger for simplicity. Here, wealth isn't measured in possessions, but in community, connection, and time. In the highland villages, life is basic but rich. People grow their food, build their homes, and share stories instead of screens. Children play outside, laughter echoing through the valleys. There's a wealth in self-sufficiency and belonging. As a traveller, you shed your own complexities. You realise you need little to be happy. A simple meal, a mountain sunrise, a shared smile. These become treasures. This isn't romanticising poverty. Challenges are real. But the Timorese possess a wisdom we've lost. They know that chasing more can be a trap. They've mastered contentment with enough. In a world obsessed with more, their example is radical. True wealth is what you give, not what you have. Here, greed for simplicity is contagious. You leave craving less and appreciating more. The richest life is often the simplest. And in Timor-Leste, that's the greatest treasure. In Timor-Leste, you become the envy of jaded travellers. This is what so many places used to be, untouched, authentic, a secret. Just outside Dili, the landscape transforms, mountains plunge into sea, forests hide waterfalls. No fences, no tour buses, just you and the wild. Walk to a deserted beach, feel like the first to arrive. Discovery here is real, not curated. Timor-Leste is for explorers willing to embrace discomfort and uncertainty. Trek for days without seeing another foreigner, dive on reefs few have witnessed. It reawakens your sense of wonder. You envy those who call this place home, but you also want to protect it. Tourism could bring benefits, but also risks. The hope is for sustainable growth that preserves its soul. In a homogenized world, places like this are gold. They remind us what we've lost and what's worth saving. Timor-Leste is a rare treasure. It's a place to cherish, not consume. Here, envy is a longing for authenticity and a hope it endures. If any nation had a right to wrath, it's Timor-Leste. The violence of occupation was unimaginable. A third of the population lost. But instead of vengeance, Timor-Leste chose forgiveness. After independence, the border with Indonesia reopened. Trade and people flow freely. There's no simmering hatred. The Timors look forward, not back. Their heroes, like Zanana Gusmao, embody reconciliation. The past is remembered, but not allowed to poison the future. They separate the actions of regimes from people. It's a lesson in maturity many nations could learn. Here, forgiveness is collective grace. It humbles visitors, challenges notions of justice. You meet people who lost everything, yet greet you with warmth. They care more about sharing coffee and stories than old wounds. The wrath of history was real, but grace is stronger. It's the heartbeat of the nation. Their ultimate victory is choosing peace. In Timor-Leste, forgiveness is power, and it's the foundation for their future. Witness it and be changed. Is Timor-Leste the world's most sinful country? Only if your sins are a lust for adventure, a gluttony for authenticity, and a pride in resilience. It's gloriously, beautifully sinful. A place that ruins you for ordinary travel. It's not always easy, but always rewarding. Timor-Leste doesn't just show you a new place. It shows you a new place. It shows you a new way to be. This is not a vacation. It's an education, an immersion, a challenge. You come expecting struggle, but find life art and hope. You seek beaches, but find a culture as deep as the ocean. You arrive a stranger, leave with a secret. The only real sin is never coming at all. The world is full of easy places. Timor-Leste is not one of them. That's its gift. It's for travelers, not tourists. For those who want to feel, connect, and rediscover wonder. It asks for effort and gives everything in return. It gives you stories for a lifetime. So go, before the world finds out. Go while it's still wild and true. Commit the sin of sloth on a deserted beach. Indulge your greed for simplicity in the mountains. Feel the pride of a nation reborn. Dive into the abyss, satisfy your lust for adventure. Timor-Leste is a paradise. Difficult, magnificent, and waiting for you.